this is more of a concept. It does not involve the any Christmas traditions, any Christian traditions, except that I got started on this because of the reindeer. That those of you who know me know that I have a little penchant for remote places, and I also have a penchant for the reindeer. So how could I miss not getting totally absorbed in what used to be called Lapland, which is now called Samiland? And I got started by hearing this woman sing on recording on NPR. I said, what is this? It's so captivating to me. And they said, this was this album has just been released by this woman from Samiland. I said, Samiland? Where is Samiland? So I started looking at this actually last year and leapt to the chance of trying to find reindeer origin out of Samiland, because their number one industry is reindeer herding, animal husbandry with reindeer. So that's what this is about. It's going to be brief. First of all, Samiland is not a discrete country. It consists of lands in the Arctic Circle that are above the Norway, Finland, and Sweden. And if you care to, I've got the map pulled up, because although they have their own flag, which was established in 1994, they don't have a discrete government or a discrete there's no boundary line, because they encompass those three countries plus Russia. And they have a culture because of the reindeer. They're people of the reindeer. So right now, I spent a lot of time trying to find the remote international weather site, because Yahoo didn't have it. But Martha, what was your temperature this morning in Utah?
It was about 34 when I left, and then I drove over a pass where it got down to 28.
Wow.
Okay, well, Hammerfest is 30 degrees today, and I would really like to show you where Hammerfest is. That's in the Samiland area, and it's actually at the very tip in the Arctic Circle. It's 30 degrees today.
Global warming.
And another place called, I particularly like this name, Jokkmokk, Jokkmokk, that was only 9 degrees yesterday, but they had their sunrise at 10:30, and their sunset is 12:45, so they just have 2 hours of sunlight today. However, they say that there's 5 hours of usable light going on right now. And let's see, here is the flag of Samiland, which I think is nice and contemporary looking flag with the circles. I'm sure they all mean something about unifying the countries.
Is that sort of sculpted same side, or is that furrowed?
It's furrowed. This is a picture, a crude picture of the Norwegian, Sweden, and Finland countries, and the red part with Sami people.
Do you know, was Lapland a country at one time, and these are...
I don't know. I don't know. But there are no definitive borders? No. Now, yeah. Reindeer are still fundamental to the culture of the Sami people. And it also includes, some of the Samis are into Alaska and the northern part of Canada. Now, they used to be called the Laps, and that stood for a patch of cloth for mending. And it got to be more of a pejorative term to be called a Laplander, so they changed it to Sami. And let's see, they have their own language that is called Uralic, U-R-A-L-I-C. It's related to Hungarian, Estonian, and Finnish, parts of it. And the one word that they for sure have 300 words for snow and ice. But the word that we may be more familiar with that we use is tundra. That's one of their words. And let's see, I wanted just to mention just a few things about the reindeer, because that's what I wanted to focus on finally, is they use the reindeer for transport and for milk. And of course, if they're one of the survival people, or if they're on subsistence, meaning they just use that which is available in the land, they will use every part of the reindeer, the skin for the clothing, and tendons and sinew for rope and threads. So they have this area in the Arctic is actually a lot of land up there, unlike Antarctica, which is very small in land. And 1/4, because of all that land, 1/4 of the land in the world is used for reindeer husbandry. So 1/4. And a use for one of the medicinal uses for the deer is you're aware that they have velvet on their antlers, and deer antler velvet is good for arthritis, and the Chinese have used that, but it's a particular kind of there's qualities to this. And you need to get the velvet at the tips of the antlers, which would probably be maybe the most mature, I guess. And it's related to the collagen system in our bones, so that's why it's been found to be helpful. I was interested to look in Chinatown and see if there was any deer antler velvet. Let's see. So what I wanted to do, I know this is probably be a little corny, because I'm going to mix my cultures here. Lana brought her chandelier, candelabra, because I didn't have anything like that. And I wanted to say that in the Chinese culture, with our Tai Chi, there is a reverence for the deer in the Chinese, and there's a deer posture, which is supposed to be a way of connecting with heaven, and that's why the deer is supposed to have a spiritual significance. The antlers going up toward heaven are supposed to be able to connect with God. So I thought I could show you the deer posture. We could end on doing the deer posture, and you could get that sense of connecting with our source through the deer posture.
Lucky you, Sarah.
Now Sarah has to turn it off and do this.
Well, you go first. Let me do it on you. Show us first.
Okay.
Which one it is?
Okay.
Is this a Tai Chi move?
It's one of the Qigong moves. Tai Chi. So you always get your feet shoulder distance apart so that they're nice and relaxed. And your knees just have a slight bend in them. You never lock your knees. And your hands are going to be representing the antlers. And you're going to reach up to heaven like this, turning with your palms out and connecting with the heavens above. And then you're going to come down and pull your antlers into your body, turning your hands. And if you can, go on your toes. So you're reaching up on your toes